It's Oberon and Neptune enter the Gungeon, and today we're beating up a planet.
Woo!
Wait,
Of guns.
scratch that. Reverse it.
Hiya!
Oh, they gave you a fairy. So as usual, you know the drill.
Yeah, well, you're only
Never mind. Wait till you're done.
got half a hit point away. Do I have any curse? Because this is, I want to go in this, I'm going to, hey, you try going that pace. All right, when last we left our intrepid heroes, they had just dealt with the devil we have yet to name in the ballroom.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's named. It's totally named. Everyone that's run this thing has told me they've named him.
They've taken it in vain, they've cursed it out.
Yep.
Anyway, so
Perfect.
in that room they found what might be
This
one of
is,
the themes of our dungeon here is a seal. The
Good
scratched off
times.
signet ring of some good god like Obadhai. And another room as unlocked in the castle. Directly across from the main hall, main doors to the ballroom, right across the hall, next to the smashed chamber that the gorilla bear came from. Which I'm thinking might just be open to the players. Like, imagine the 4th level players getting in there and opening this door, and there's an angry gorilla bear in there, and they slam it shut. Later, they find it charging down the hallway at them. Anyway.
Good setup.
Next to that, thankfully undamaged, is the entrance to the gallery.
Ooh, it's a gallery. I like galleries. They're full of paintings and shit.
Yeah, it's got paintings and shit.
I'm mad cultured.
You're well-lettered, well-read. So, you go into the gallery. Magically, video game unlocked.
Yeah, it needed the seal. That's
It definitely
the seal. The seal is allowed into the gallery because the painter needs it or something. I don't know.
Everyone that has one. Oh, there's a good reason. Is that the people that he's invited here have one.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
The people who work here don't need one. This is why the librarian didn't have one.
But the devil that was, schmoozing,
Yep,
totally did.
he got one. It allows you through some of the doors. And everyone's allowed access to different doors, so that's why you're magically being led through this in a video game-like way. That's the real reason.
Yep, it's legitimate.
It was all the occupant evil's fault. So you come into this gallery, and we've scratched out a little map on a piece of paper. I'll show it to you, of course. And it's a very simple, blocky set of rooms with short plus sign-like walls directly in the center to put lots of space on for paintings. Almost too much space, as we found out.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll fill that up.
Guys, filled right up. A lot of these paintings are either very well done or entirely magical because it looks like you step right into them.
Yeah. Except for the ones that aren't finished or aren't there.
Right, yeah. Some of them just aren't there, of course. And that might be a little cause for concern given how real they look, because right in the beginning, right at the entrance to the gallery, you have a sign advertising the end of the world. Really does look like a sandwich board. The great painter is advertising his greatest work to be completed on bullshit D&D date.
Yeah.
5th of Groon.
Ah, the 5th of Groon.
Your players were like, wait, what's today? Oh, that's today.
Oh, that's day.
Huh. Okay, so anyway.
Like a big-ass gallery banner.
Yep.
Ah, this is our event.
Yep. Better get through there. Better check all these paintings and make sure they're not the end of the world painting.
Yeah.
So this painter, the reason he's filling up the occupants gallery is because he's of course an incredible painter. They look so real you could touch them, and 10 of them, of course, are going to reach out and touch you.
Yeah. I mean, if there's ever a good excuse to throw whatever the fuck you want at someone, it's a gallery like this.
Yep. Insane painter. It's a great trope. Give him a typewriter, you have a movie. So, There are creatures of D&D legend scattered all throughout this. So one at a time, we'll just go from basically the front of the gallery to the back.
Yep.
So for the first painting, we suggested a Drider.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. You know, you don't get to use them a lot anymore, and there's some D&D copyright things, so it might be hard to find stats for them if you don't have, like, Monster Manual kicking around. But they're out there. They're great. They're just giant spider people that wrap you up. Think the Muffet from Undertale. That. Only horrifying.
You're going to make me think of Undertale?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Hated Undertale.
I mean, we didn't put an Undyne in here, so be happy I don't have to reference it twice.
Oh. I know, I was like the only one.
Oh, wait, but we did put a... No. But yeah,
don't you start.
They wrap up people, they poison them, and they eat them for lunch. It's great. It's simple. All of a sudden, you just have a spidery thing coming out of the painting at someone, and they're like, shit, guys.
Yep. No matter how you are, you don't have to roleplay being afraid of spiders, right?
Yeah, and it's a good flag for a first thing you see coming out of a painting. Yep. Oh, right, these are bad.
Yeah, especially if your players have never played D&D before. You go, guys, D&D right here. Giant spider person.
Giant spider person coming out of a painting wants to wrap you up.
You ever heard of Drizzt?
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. And the correct answer there is no. Forget that guy.
But I loved his appearances in 8-Bit Theater.
8-Bit Theater. Wow. That's a joke for two people. Fucking love it. We're both sitting right here.
We're not that old.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. The next painting, just around the corner from that, we have a couple of indistinct yet predatory figures being cautiously approached by a man in forest gear. When the players approach this painting, the hunter disappears from it.
All right.
And the hunter starts combat. And they're like, wait, what else is in the painting? Did the other things disappear? And you're like, what other things? Because these are, displacer beasts.
If you thought fighting one displacer beast was brain melting enough, about two.
I mean, it always feels like more, right?
Yeah.
In fact, make sure to mention that.
Like, how many? 7? Oh shit. It's a lot. It's a lot of kitty.
Always more displacer beasts. And yeah, the hunter is a level 4 ranger. That should be a challenge rating 4. So you have 3 challenge rating 4 things. That should be plenty. The other reason I mentioned displacer beasts is because they are in Enter the Gungeon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope I get to meet one.
I have sat in a room on, I think it's like on the 3rd floor, and just bashed the one in front of me. Oh, I just killed myself.
No.
I had it. I'm like, I'll just get onto the...
That's okay. We'll get them next time. Throw my face at them.
I have sat in a room on, I think it's like on the 3rd floor, and just bashed the one in front of me like an idiot. It's amazing.
Hey, how about that one from Chronicles of Mystara? That was fun.
Yeah.
I like that you could actually check the shadow, and that was the whole trick.
Yeah, you just got to put a little bit of the gimmick in there. You got to represent somehow.
Just look for the shadow, guys. I know this one.
It's that one. Yeah. Those should be fun. Again, another classic D&D creature.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? All right, so also in this portion of the gallery, they might notice a slight ramp up because there's definitely a set of stairs here, or to wrap you around, or it's actually a whole ramp. It's a ramp that wraps around and comes up to the 2nd floor. So these will be the second set of encounters on the 1st floor proper.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a rock troll.
Hey, yeah!
Well, I guess that's it now. He's got a guitar.
Oh, okay, good. So
And he doesn't play it. It's El Kabong. He just hits you with it.
he hits you with a guitar. The rock troll.
Rock troll. Yeah, he's got it. He's got a hat with 2 horns on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he tries to strum it. He's broken all the strings ages ago, but he tries. Clong. Oh, this sounds better when I whack.
It's perfect.
You give him electricity damage.
Honestly, I see all of these paintings as possibly being like, describe them like rock and roll 1980s rock and roll covers.
Get him as metal as possible.
Just all those metal, like, I mean, the dude with the 2 displacer beasts.
Yeah,
I've definitely seen that album cover before.
and you always got to include some sort of barbarian chick reaching for his junk.
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
As you do. So a rock troll.
Rock troll.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The next one up we got is a classy little lady.
Yep. Also has a lot to do with rock.
Yep.
Yep.
It's good old fashioned Dusa.
And I'm a statue.
And I'm a statue. I mean, don't ogle her too hard, boys. Just remember, her eyes are up there.
I literally had a spray for that in Team Fortress 2. It was a sexy Medusa, and then you could see her boobs, and it said, "Hey, fellas, eyes up here," just pointing. You're like, snakes. I'm a statue.
But if you remember, her eyes are up there, and keep only looking at the junk in her trunk and her chest, you're fine.
Got to get the mirror shield. Got to get the
helmet
goes over my face. Got to get the.
I mean, Medusa's put up with this shit her entire existence.
She's
it's
okay
just
with it now.
exhausting.
Yeah.
She's just gonna kill you because you're just another one of them.
Remember, this is an art show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you know what? I still feel bad for Medusa in mythology.
Yeah.
She has all of my sympathy because that just straight up sucks everything. Everything that happened to her.
So, okay, so you're ramping up around past the Medusa.
Yep.
Well, the way I've drawn these letters, first to your right, you see what is listed as a bleeding horror minotaur. It's a drippy painting, possibly done during his Impressionist era.
Might be still fresh.
Oh yeah, that's real blood. Yeah, it's a gory, minotaur. Comes charging out of the players as they round the corner. They look around. Hey, what's that? Oh no.
Oh no, it's a minotaur.
Not a lot to really discuss there. You just try to make the painting look as gross as humanly possible.
And make sure that they get the hell out of the way or pin them to a wall.
Oh yeah, pin them to a wall. In fact, I don't even think the Minotaur cares if he gets hit, as long as he's gored you to the wall.
Taking a charge action. You're what? But there's only taking a charge action.
He grinds it in a bit. Absolutely 100% tries to kill one specific player.
Like the first one.
You. Mine. Shouldn't let the wizard check. Guys, you shouldn't let the wizard check.
Put the Babo out front every time.
So around the corner from him is actually a little bit of an open space. And I thought it'd be really funny for these, these low plus sign shaped walls in the middle of these big rooms. 2 of the corners will inevitably just face each other, right? So on E and F here, actually the most interesting part isn't even the paintings. It's the arrows sticking out of the wall. Just kind of everywhere. You can even let them examine E, the place they get to first, more in thorough. They don't check they check the painting. It doesn't trigger. They get the idea that the depth of this. You know what? It's even all the paintings on that wall, in that corner.
Yeah.
It goes from side to side because it's a battlescape of an arrayed goblin army. You can describe them as corny as possible. How all the armor's mismatched and the banners are torn, or the banners are from
tins on their head.
Yeah.
And pots.
Yeah, they have pot helmets. Banners from wrong armies.
A lot of low-tech persuaders.
Oh, yeah. All of them. A lot of pikes, of course.
Hmm.
They understand having long sticks is better than having short sticks.
Yep, and having heavy sticks is better than having light sticks.
Yep. Oh, I love lightning. It's almost as good as the time I invented rock. Love it. That's like it's a bastardization of my favorite quotes on Magic cards.
Oh, yeah.
But across from them, and you kind of get it from the arrows. Someone's going to go, well, where did the arrows come from? And you go, oh, no, that corner over there. I'm going to go check that painting. Okay. So once the players are in the middle of E and F, they find out, of course, inevitably, two green crowds come charging out of the paintings at each other. And that's when we found this thing called the Savage Green Horde. It's technically a CR9, but as long as it deals damage to itself every round, it should be pretty fair.
Yeah.
After the first round, the two armies collide. It says the Savage Green Horde takes up 36 squares of space, and if each one of these little implied squares on the map are 30 feet by 30 feet rooms, that's 36 squares. So they fill most of the spaces in between the paintings.
Yeah.
They deal damage to themselves every round to even it out, to make it fair, because they are attacking themselves. This should be pretty brutal for the players.
Yeah, it feels like just a pile of damage coming at you, left and right and center. So everyone's got to be careful, and they got to, focus down the enemies and not fuck around.
Yeah, not fuck around. So what did you call it earlier? You called it a damage race?
Yes. Yeah, it's a damage race. DPS race.
Yep. The wizards should get a chance to shine here. Of course, if they fly, I feel that's pretty fair. Maybe they don't take damage, or they take way less damage.
Yeah, maybe they only take a d6 from one straight arrow or something.
Yeah, you actually rolled a hit on them. It's like just a +4 because they're hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Nothing individually in this crowd is greater than a CR 1/2. So have fun with your minis.
Yeah, bring them all out.
Everything here is a goblin or hobgoblin. Yeah, the character with Great Cleave finally gets to do it all the time.
Just stands solo and spins like a top.
Yep. Maybe they get to do extra damage. Who knows? But yeah, it is a CR9, so yeah, maybe you should let the players do a little extra damage to them. I don't know. Maybe this is a little overbalanced.
Gauge the room.
Thankfully, right here though, you have the painters maybe as Bob Ross phase. Get some nice landscapes. In fact, not all these paintings are paintings of things. Some of them are places. Some of the paintings aren't even rooms full of paintings. There's one statue. The painter didn't do those.
Yeah.
He's obviously not. But maybe he did splash paint on one of them.
Oh, it's a collaboration then.
Yeah. But, yeah, you can let them hang out in one of these nice fields. Some of them are trapped. We'll mark those with T's.
Yep. But, it's a safe spot. The best part is really play up how pristine, how wonderful, how nice these look. Because one of them is, like, the perfect place for them to camp.
Oh, yeah.
Which means if you spell it out like that, they will run from it screaming.
Yep. Yeah, if there's two of them, make them both look idyllic. And the trapped one is just the first one they look at. Then they roll up to the second one. They're all nervous. It's great. Smile at them. Say nothing.
No, there's no
Oh, wait, did you touch
goblins.
a frame? Roll the dice. Do nothing.
Roll the dice. You're good.
Did you look at the painting? Looked at the painting. You? Okay. Why'd you ask? No reason.
No reason.
Did you look?
So, I need you to make a knowledge religion check.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Quack. Okay. What?
No, nothing. Never mind. What are you writing? Nothing. Stop looking by the screen. Anyway, two more paintings left in this gallery. One is another classic. It's an excellent creature. Too bad it's not a better magic card. It's a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Nightmares were great in Magic the Gathering. By great, I mean I could never make them work because they didn't work. I still enjoyed them, like especially the card art. But Nightmare, it's another rock cover, obviously, and it gets to kick through your party a bit. You can have it run into other paintings, like run through some of those other landscapes. Maybe it pops in one of the landscapes and comes out another one.
Ooh, a Tom and Jerry's them?
Yeah, yeah. Get a little wacky with it. Play with the movement in the space. Maybe you can lure them into some of the paintings they've skipped or something. Because it's a hearse and it's going to run fast.
Ooh, and is that a pool of lava in that painting?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a metal album cover, it probably is.
Is that the final countdown?
But yeah, just, take them, just in case they missed anything, take them on a guided tour. This also means if they missed the campsite,
oh, there it is.
it drives them into it, and then they can be like, well, while we're here, maybe take a nap.
Yeah. Gotta give them someplace to recover.
Yeah, especially after that giant-ass green horde, because that's going to burn a lot of resources.
Yeah. So, this last one might also do so. It's I really liked the description of this one when I found it. This lithe dancer would be beautiful were it not for her clawed hands, backward-facing head, and long, lolling tongue. It's a Rakshasa dancer. It's a neat idea. Maybe they won't attack it at first.
I'm just trying to imagine that twerking. Like the head's on backwards, right?
I guess. I don't know how Rakshasa are supposed to be, honestly. I thought the hands were backwards. I don't know.
Either way, yeah, maybe they won't attack it. What does it do if they don't attack it? Does it shake their butt? Or does it shake its butt?
Oh, it has magic. It can cast, like, babble and hideous laughter and hypnotism.
Oh, so it just tries to get him to stay in its painting. Wants to make him its audience.
Oh, yep. It's going to just drag one of them back. Like,
there you
you're
go.
mine now, buddy. And then it eats you or something.
I mean, gotta store up food for later.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's super fun. All right.
Especially if it knows where the thing is to cover its painting.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah, and it pulls the cord as it... Oh. And then when you pull the cord back out, you can't get back in the painting for some reason. So you got to do it again. Did you try turning it off and turning it on?
Just... Oh, now you've isolated one party member for like 2 rounds.
I almost killed a player doing that recently.
That is a beautiful, frightening moment.
Yep.
And I mean, her stats aren't crazy.
No, they're not.
So she's probably not gonna...
Well, who knows? It
Who knows?
might. It depends on who she gets, right?
Yeah.
Got the bard. Got the bard.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe he's just dancing while singing while she's dancing. Maybe she disembowels him.
Maybe she hypnotizes him and then uses her sneak attack damage.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So sneak attack. Oh, yeah. Isolate the wrong person and they're fucking dead.
Yep. So, lastly, up in the last quadrant of this room, you find the splashes of paint on the floor, and mad ramblings leading to the painter himself. On the far wall is a nightmarish landscape. One thing that stands out, it's clearly the your game world that's ruined in the painting.
Yeah.
But the one thing that stands out is that over the top of it, he's started drawing some symbols, and he's painted 4 of them already on there. And the other 3 are not, and that's the colors of paint that he has, because I only have 4 dry erase markers, so it's going to be green, red, and blue.
Yeah. Yep.
He can use this. He's got a staff that looks like a giant paintbrush. He can use the paint to do elemental effects or put elemental effects on the squares on your grid at home.
Yep.
And if the fight's taking too long, you can have him use the paint to start painting in more of the painting. If he paints in all 7 of those, game over.
Okay, yeah. So if he gets 3 free rounds where he doesn't have to deal with a player.
Yep.
That's-
Oh yeah, that's fair, right?
Yeah, like because most rounds he doesn't have any ads, right?
Nope. He's got AOE things. He can splash paint all over. That's like red for fire damage or blue for cold damage.
What happens if the players try and hit the painting with turpentine or something?
Do they have turpentine?
I don't know. It's an art studio.
Are they prepared for this? If they're prepared for this, like they knew there was going to be a painter and they brought turpentine with them, or they sought it out.
Yeah.
Give it to them.
But if it's a fireball,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like-
Well, it's a magic painting. It
Yeah.
it won't necessarily go up like the others will.
got it. So,
It's a dread painting. It's hard to kill. That's what makes it scary.
but
That should have worked.
But that means working on the painting isn't going to get you a lot.
Oh, you could. I mean, you could damage it, but then maybe he goes nuts and focuses on you.
Yeah.
That's one way to stop him from painting. I threaten the painting.
I threatened the painting. Okay, he dumps all 3 buckets on you.
Yep. He can get more, but he's going to kill you guys.
So for these elemental effects that you're painting across the ground and across the people, how long do they last, and how do you remove them if they get on you?
Literally let them use Create Water as a cantrip.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Because what DMing is about in combat is about action economy. If you got one guy, make the players take their action to do something. Deal with the environment.
Yeah, if I painted a character instead of I painted a floor,
Yep.
then you gotta create water.
And in fact, just count that as on the painter's action. He gets a free action to do the environment thing, and the environment thing is paint.
Yep.
Paint happens. Paint ends up in a square. Paint ends up on a player. Paint ends up being kicked at you, or if he's not bothered, bring you one step closer to doom.
I mean, the other nice thing is because you're painting with this paint with the magical effects, that means every time he hits you, he's gonna have that effect on his paintbrush, the last one he used.
Oh yeah, this is totally Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's like, oh ha, I'm fire now. And even if he gets really fancy and gets crits, splash onto other players.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
You get flecked. It only goes off this round, but take a d6 of whatever.
So yeah, after the fight's over, 'cause that's great. You just draw the paint buckets on the map, and then we'll have the elemental stats in the notes.
Yep.
But after the fight's over, when you Greyhawk the body, you find another seal.
This is the one he just painted, or the one he has yet to paint?
I don't think it matters.
Cool.
No, I think he painted that first because he had it.
Got it. That was his seal.
That's his seal. Because he's obviously invited here. And he has scratched out Oladamra.
Ooh, what a rogue.
Yep. That's a little subversive because he obviously gave it up.
Doesn't steal anymore. It's a matter of principle, a matter of art.
This is for art.
Oh, that's why he's got so much dex.
Yep. Got to use that paintbrush.
It's great. Well, then next time on Over on a Neptune Beat Up Planet, we'll look at the second floor.
The wind howled at the washboard, sleeping underneath the moon. Our plan was hatched in a briar patch where lovers shook hands soon. Their lips stained with violet, their tongues tied into knot.